It's a house of learning for LDS members. Hear how you can prepare for a more personal experience in the temple.
You have to just be comfortable with who you are and who the Lord has blessed you to be.
Recapturing beauty, the campus campaign women all over the country are embracing. And share your service with President Monson, the colorful new movement that needs your help. Plus, from hardship comes joy. A Salt Lake family gives thanks for their tiniest blessings. It's an inspiring lesson in gratitude. That's all today on Mormon Times. Welcome to Mormon Times on KSL. If you subscribe to the Deseret News, you recognize Mormon Times as a weekly insert in your newspaper. And each Sunday at 10 a.m., we'll bring you the TV companion. While we bring you a few stories each week, you'll find endless perspective, stories, and happenings, both in the paper and online at mormontimes.com. A parent's worst nightmare is the death of a child. So imagine facing the loss of 2 children. That's the reality facing a young couple from Salt Lake City. But instead of grieving the inevitable, they spend their time loving and living every moment to the fullest.
It was hard. It was like kind of the end of the world, almost, it felt like. It was unbelievable to think that our hopes and dreams of having this little boy were going to be shortened very, very quickly. It was a hard, hard day.
That hard day came when their son Jonas was just 6 weeks of age. He was diagnosed with SMA, or spinal muscular atrophy, a disease that affects all of the voluntary muscles in the body. The way Jonas communicates today is by blinking.
He just will let you know with those big eyes what he's thinking, and he likes to take things all in as best he can.
Jonas is now on a respirator 24 hours a day and is fed through a feeding tube. His parents take turns turning him at night to prevent bed sores.
For the type that he has of SMA, which is type 1, most of them don't live past the age of 2. He'll be 3 in December. So we're extremely, extremely grateful.
Gratitude is one of the many lessons the Colemans have learned from the birth of Jonas, a blessed occasion that also created many questions.
Wondered if I'd done something wrong, if I'd, kind of maybe a type of a punishment, and I know that's absolutely not true. They are 100% a blessing. As hard as it is, they are a gift from our Heavenly Father. They are the sweetest little people, sweetest little children with the best spirits.
Jonas now has company. Baby sister Maggie was born in August. Though the Colemans are both genetic carriers of the disease, their chances of having a second child like Jonas were relatively low. However, Maggie was also born with type 1 SMA.
We were faced with some challenges when it came to having other children, because we knew we'd have a possibility of that they would have the same disease. And it's something that we had to really think about and obviously pray and fast. And when it all boiled down to it, we felt like it's something that we would do again. And in hindsight, I would do it over again. I would.
Without the gospel, I think we would be devastated and lost. It would be extremely hard to accept this reality and to move on. But with knowing that we will see them again and we will have them and we will be able to raise them and play with them is just something to absolutely treasure, and it really does help.
I can't wait to be together as a family forever. It's incredible to know that that's a possibility. Of course, we're grateful for each day that we have, but to think about being able to go play soccer with Jonas one day and just be together as a family is incredible. It's powerful.
We wanted to check in with the Coleman family to see how they're doing, and they join us now from their home. Lindsey, you have such beautiful children. Tell us how Jonas and Maggie are doing today.
Oh, they are doing really well. Jonas is learning how to be a big brother, and he's doing pretty good with that. He loves his sister. Maggie's doing great. She actually isn't showing any symptoms of SMA right now. Doesn't mean she doesn't have it, but she will. She's doing good. They're doing great. Loving life right now.
Well, she's certainly beautiful. Whit, I know there's so many difficult aspects to this, but what's been the hardest part for your family in dealing with this trial?
You know, I think the hardest part is probably what most families go through when they have a second child. You know, when it comes to kids, 1 + 1 isn't 2, and we certainly have faced some challenges trying to balance having 2 children. It is unique and different because Jonas can't do anything for himself, but you know, we feel like some of the challenges are very similar to other parents.
Something like this, something this difficult, can often tear families apart, Whit, but you told me that this has actually made your family stronger. You and Lindsey a stronger couple.
Undoubtedly. I can't imagine facing this challenge without Lindsey. And, you know, being a family has been something we have really fought for, and we've really felt the blessings of that.
Well, Whit and Lindsey Coleman, thank you so much for sharing your testimonies and your beautiful story. The best to you, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Coming up on Mormon Times, going beyond beauty.
Just knowing your relationship with your Heavenly Father helps you to feel more confident and more caring about your own body and what He's blessed you with.
The campaign that has women all over the country seeing themselves through different eyes.